Yeah, it definitely has the influence. When I first moved to the Dallas area, like the Chopped and Screwed was jumping up real heavy on the scene. Like I remember being in like the locker room, you know what I'm saying, after basketball, and like somebody let me hear listen to their Discman, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, bro, like something's messed up with your CD player here. Like it's playing everything, like it's playing it real slow. Like, are your batteries?
You handed it back to him?
Yeah, I did. I literally handed it back to him. I said, what? He goes, he said, that's how it's supposed to sound. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, that's how it's made. I said, that's how it's made. I'm listening to it. I'm like, dude, something's wrong with this CD player. He goes, it's Swishahouse. I was like, it's what? I asked him at least 10 times what he was saying. He'd Swishahouse. And so like, Swishahouse. Yeah, like DJ Screw, Michael Watts. You know what I'm saying? So I just got put on to like a whole new scene, and like that Chopped and Screwed music was like very prevalent, and I didn't really catch on to it right away. It wasn't until, honestly, the funny thing about it is what made me appreciate the Chopped and Screwed style music and like the southern identity that Texas had was when I started messing with a DJ who was like very old school, like very original, just like true to the old school, like only DJ Love. He only DJs on records. He's one of the few to still do it. And so I was kicking it with him a lot and learning more about DJing. And so I'm talking to him about Chopped and Screwed. He's like, bro, you turn the pitch down and you juggle the beat back and forth with the same record on two turntables. And so he's like, it's that simple. Turn the pitch down, you got two records, the same song on both turntables, you juggle the beat back and forth. That's Chopped and Screwed. I was like, and it was like, wow, it's so simple, but at the same time, like it wasn't until I learned that element of DJing that I really appreciated that Texas had that identity. And it was cool to me after that. I was like, oh my God, like I understood it now. I was like, I'm saying this is hot because this is like their staple. That's what Texas is known for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel about it, but like this is ours. Like we made this. That's how they feel about it down there.
So what's up with your music in terms of bringing Chopped and Screwed back to the West Coast? Now you're rocking beats by Leaf from Troy.
Yeah. Leaf's got the very heavy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Leaf and I are about the same age, so like, you know, growing up on like that heavy West Coast, like the Dre, you know what I'm saying, the Chronic 2001 and stuff like that, like his hip hop definitely has a lot of that. And like to me, production wise, Leaf is like a combination of like, you know, Dre and like organized noise, like ATLians, like Outkast ATLians, Outkast, like just like mid-90s Outkast and like Dr. Dre. Like that's Leaf when it comes to hip hop producing to me.
Is this next track, we're gonna play now, is that something Leaf did?
Yeah, this is something Leaf did. This has got kind of like it's like a good West Coast feel, but at the same time has like a little bit of an R&B vibe to it. Like it's real unique to me. I dug this the moment I heard it. Whenever Leaf played this beat for me.
Tell me about this track you did.
This song is Love is Love. I threw down a verse on this song that I did with the L's back in Dallas. The song is actually on DJ Love's album, Waiting on a Revolution. It just got released. Well, the album itself isn't released yet. Just the first single that he did with Camp Lo is released in the UK and came out the first week, made it on 3 different charts. So DJ Love, who I worked with a lot in Dallas, is getting really into, he's releasing his stuff in the UK, and he's a breaks producer, hip hop producer, and DJ extraordinaire.
I'd like to see what's gonna happen with hip hop in terms of world music, because one thing I've been waiting for is for hip hop to just break out, and I ain't talking that pop stuff that they got going on the radio. I wish I could even like name hip hop artists.
Well, hip hop, it kind of is pop in general. I mean, the culture itself is still very young and vibrant and a very dominant force in mainstream culture. I mean, you know, what brand of hip hop you endorse, I mean, to each his own. I mean, you know what I'm saying? but the culture itself, it's unique how it's become so mainstream. Even artists like, you'll hear 50 Cent or Drake say that hip hop is the new pop, you know. But like, if you're doing real hip hop, you're doing real hip hop. If you're doing what's radio hip hop, I mean, you're doing that.
I got love for 50, and I'll always have love for Dre. I'm waiting for like middle schoolers to be buying Pharoah Monch CDs. I'm waiting for, you know, MTV to be playing
Music videos again?
That too. You know, I'm just waiting for someone to break out, and then just take it. Like what happened with, you know, like the highlight with rock and roll. You getting over this on stage, and all of a sudden, like it's broke. You got Chuck Berry going along with it. Before that, there was a lot of blues. There was blues, but it wasn't popular. And then all of a sudden, rock and roll took this turn, and it's never went back. And I've been waiting for hip hop to do that. And it's not like Common doesn't sell CDs. It's not like, you know, heads don't know who Jay Dilla is. But mainstream, like, I want somebody to knock Britney Spears off of her, like, little sitting on a soapbox. And I'm like, wait, why are people still listening to her? But I think it'll start in the UK. I do, because I think America's too big to be able to understand what's going on. And I think it's gonna have to start in a small. So I'm really digging that you're saying that Love's breaking onto that scene.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, because he started out doing remixes. You know, he would do breaks remixes of underground artists in the UK, and then so he's been, you know, producing some breaks out there with his boy Ollie B, and his record label out there, Air Recording, I believe it is. And so, you know, he did this hip hop track and sent it to him, and they were like, whoa, like, you do hip hop, like, we thought you just did breaks. And, you know, other countries endorse a certain brand of hip hop that isn't as appreciated here, because, you know, other countries, whenever they first, you know, became aware of hip hop, like B-boy and the whole scene, like, you know, in the 80s, like, there wasn't as much of a corporate awareness to kind of capitalize on this powerful culture that was taking place. And so the people who embraced it, you know, true to the culture of hip hop, kept it in its original form. And so especially countries like Japan, like, I get down with like doing the hip hop choreography, I get down with dancers and from Japan, and they'll tell me, yeah, like, it's really about old school back there, because, you know, I mean, you got to remember, Wu-Tang came out early 90s. No one knew a lick of English, and a whole crowd of Japanese people are saying, cash rules everything around me, cream, get the money. And you know, especially countries like Japan having, like, the discipline for, you know, for respect that they have, like, really kept hip hop in its original form.
It's interesting how it's been working out, because, you know, living legends have toured in Japan since Wu-Tang came out, and they've been big there for, I mean, that's like 2 decades now, and, you know, the underground scene is it kills it. See, that's the thing, is the underground scene kills it. And maybe I'm a dreamer, you know, maybe the underground's never gonna come up. I used to have my old show that I used to do, they used to call it Up From The Underground, because, like, I felt like, you know, I'm putting it on the airwaves. Here we go. This is the underground, bringing it up from the underground. And that's like, that's been my dream. Even though I don't make it on the airwaves. But that's what Librado's for.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Let's intro this song. This is Librado and Common J live with Cowfish, Love Is Love.
Yeah, this is me throwing down my verse on Love Is Love, produced by DJ Love. It's off his album Waiting on a Revolution.